Hi, I'm David Carruthers. I'm a pastor and founder of a ministry called Daily Transformation, where we're leading people to experience a life-transforming relationship with Jesus Christ by returning to Him as first love and then responding out of the fruits of abiding in Jesus to doing first things, like Jesus talked about to the church of Ephesus in Revelation chapter 2, verses 4 and 5. What are those first things? Well, they were sharing their faith and making disciples, reaching their entire world. This is the church of Ephesus in just 2 years, as Paul taught from the Hall of Tyrannus in the city of Ephesus. I think it's recorded in Acts chapter 19. Our journal has already been translated into 15 languages, and we're working in making disciples, literally of Jesus, returning to Jesus as first love, and then going on and doing first things of sharing the gospel. And we've seen as many as 40,000 people get saved in just the last 3 years. We've trained 4,000 pastors, and we've seen 6,000 small churches, home churches start all around the world. I'm from Las Vegas. I'm a native. My mother was born here as well. My family's been here since the town was 6,000 people. And while I'm home, I want to make disciples of Jesus while I'm here too. But today I want to talk to you about an opportunity that we have to minister to people in the country of Pakistan. Last year, I had an opportunity to meet my contacts that I have in Pakistan, to begin to do ministry there, to see if they were trustworthy and to see if we had the same heart to see people come to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior and then be discipled to follow Jesus right away. So as part of that, I got to do a crusade, and I got to see hundreds of people get saved, and saw many people just touched by God in just wonderful ways. And in the process, I firmed up my relationships with 2 partners, one in Lahore and another one in the city of Multan. Multan has about 1.8 million people in it. This country is 97% Muslim. About 1.27% are Christian. Now, to be a Christian minority as they are, they live together in colonies like the early church did. I mean, if you read the book of Romans, the Christians there were living in colonies, and they're still doing that. They find support and safety by living in colonies. One of the colonies that's in Multan, we have started a seminary there, and we're training about 50 pastors there every week via Zoom with my son-in-law. And so he is teaching classes every week in Multan, but also in Lahore, where we have another 20 students. But in working with our partner in Multan, his name is Pastor Abdul, he told me that he has many Muslim widows and orphan girls who need help to develop a sustainable way of taking care of their personal lives, because they are not being cared for by their community. And so as a result, it's an opportunity to share the gospel with them, and he's baptizing them. These women need to be discipled in Jesus, and they also need a life school. So he asked me if it was possible for us to start a sewing center where these women would meet 5 days a week for an entire year, for 3 hours every day, learning sewing and making garments, and then 1 hour a day being discipled to be close and to follow Jesus, first love and first things, using the journal. As I mentioned, the journal has been translated into 15 languages, and one of those languages is Urdu, the primary language that they speak there in Pakistan. So today, you have an opportunity to ask you, would you be willing to help these women? And it's about $4,000 for the year. It's a 1-year experiment. And we're praying that at the end of 1 year, not only will these women have confidence and a skill to help them earn a wage in a factory or start their own home business. In addition, we're praying that we're going to be reproducing disciples of Jesus through the Daily Transformation Journal. Thank you for being willing to consider partnering with this project. Imagine that what you do will impact the lives of Muslim women and orphan girls in a city called Multan, one of the largest cities in Pakistan, people that you might never ever meet. While at the same time, I pray that will inspire you to enhance your own relationship with Jesus, that perhaps you might start journaling too, that you might work on Jesus as first love. Because there's always a challenge to that, isn't there? And then that you might begin to respond out of that abiding to Jesus by doing first things, which is learning to make disciples who make disciples. If you have any questions about the ministry in Multan, or mission trips, or if you want to have information about getting a hold of a journal that you or maybe even your family or a small group would like to look at, feel free to visit our website at dailytransformation.org, where you can request a free journal to be mailed to you, or you can click the links to download the app from the Google Play and Apple iPhone store. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me directly at david@dailytransformation.org. Thank you, Hood Canal, for your willingness to pray about partnering with Daily Transformation to make disciples of Jesus in Pakistan.